kind of like losing breath. So just kind of like don't try and rush through it. Kind of like talk. You know what I mean? Like talk more instead of like getting. You know what I mean? Like she's. Like
yeah, like
losing breath.
Yeah, like she's hesitating a little bit, like trying to rush through it.
Oh no!
Can you read it that quote?
We should reprint it out in bigger font. Any teenager who knows about the lethal gunk in the sink. Don't pay attention to the camera at all. Any teenager who has been forced into washing the dishes knows about the gunk in the sink. Any teenager who has been forced into washing dishes knows that the stuff in the bottom of the strainer in the sink is toxic waste. I just like to go by sentence. Deadly poison, a danger to health. Any teenager who has been forced into washing the dishes knows that the stuff in the bottom of the strainer in the sink. Any teenager who has been forced into washing the dishes knows that the stuff in the bottom of the strainer in the sink is toxic waste, deadly poison, a danger to health. In other words, it's about enough to make you hurl. One of the very few reasons I have respect for my mother at all is because she reaches into the sink with her bare hands, and picks up all the little gunk and drops it into the garbage. To top that, I saw her reach into the wet garbage bag and fish around for a lost tablespoon. Barehanded, a kind of unbelievable courage. She found the teaspoon in a clump of coffee grounds mixed with chicken fat and scrambled eggs. I almost passed out when she gave it to me to wash. Am I going too fast? Okay. When she gave it to me for me to wash. No matter what my mother thinks, I know that the stuff in the sink strainer is lethal and septic. It will give you leprosy or something worse. If you should ever accidentally touch it, you must never touch any other part of your body with your fingers until you have scalded. Until you have scalded and soaked and rinsed your hands. Come to think of it, my father never came close Come to think of it, my father never came closer than 3 feet to a sink in his life. My mother said he was lazy, but I knew that he knew what I knew about the gunk in the sink. Oh, just about the gunk. But I knew that he knew what I knew about the gunk. I told him once, I bet Jesus never had to do the dishes. I bet Jesus never had to wash dishes and clean the gunk out of the sink. He agreed. It was the only theological discussion we ever had. Want me to try one more time?
Yeah, it's up to you.
Okay.
I'm in theater next year.
Auditioning, so I got to memorize this.
Oh yeah.
I have 11 more
by
days.
The 28.
I have 11 more days.
What?
Okay.
You have to have something real to eat first.
Okay. Any teenager who has been forced into washing the dishes knows that the stuff in the bottom of the sink. Okay.
Didn't want to go home.
Any teenager who has been forced into.
No.
The fruit count. Any teenager who has been forced into washing the dishes knows about the stuff in the bottom of the strainer in the sink is toxic waste. Any teenager who has been forced into washing the dishes knows about the stuff in the bottom of the strainer in the sink is toxic waste. Sorry, I'm just trying to. Any teenager who has been forced into washing the dishes knows that the stuff in the bottom of the sink. Any teenager who has been forced into. Any teenager who has been forced into washing the dishes knows about the stuff in the bottom of the strainer in the sink is toxic waste. Is a toxic waste. Deadly poison. A danger to health. In other words, it's about enough to make you hurl. One of the few reasons that I have respect for my mother at all is because she reaches into the sink with her bare hands, and picks up all the lethal gunk and drops it in the garbage. To top that, I saw her reach into a wet garbage bag and fish around in there looking for a lost teaspoon. To top that, I saw her reach into the garbage bag to fish around for that. To fish. Oh, I got bit by a mosquito. A mosquito. What, me? Trying to make.
You want one of your Easter bunnies again?
Hang on.